Here is something which FATF must know. A huge drug trafficking network was operating in the United States from India. The network was run by Vicky Goswami, the husband of Mamta Kulkarni, and how the money earned from this smuggling can be used against Pakistan through TTP and the BLA. FATF has to maintain its credibility through taking immediate steps to curb terrorist and drug mafia funding from India. Hello, this is Bakhtaur Mahmood and you're watching White News. Billions of dollars have been invested by India to tone down the revealed truth coming out of the Valley of Kashmir. Millions of dollars have been spent on lobbying firms and international media to ensure their perspective based on the false information and allegations against Pakistan prevail.
Right, breaking news coming in. Hundreds of Indians have gathered outside the Pakistan High Commission in London to protest the Pulwama terror attack. This is the latest that we are getting in from United Kingdom.
On the internal front, 84 soldiers were killed by the Indian security forces in Pulwama to win elections from Narendra Modi. All said and done has indeed been able to hide the truth from a common Indian to the powerful international media. Only one nation stood on its own feet under the leadership of Prime Minister Imran Khan. The flag bearer of Kashmir has been dented the international lobby against the freedom of the Kashmiri people.
The entire campaign, almost the entire campaign of Mr. Modi in the election was how he had taught Pakistan a lesson that jets had killed 350 terrorists. Complete lie, they had just killed about 10 trees of ours.
Now Modi is known as Hitler, Hindutva as a terrorist organization, and detention cells all over India and remembered as ghettos. Organizations like the UN and OIC all have to pay attention to the Kashmir cause, which is the ticking nuclear bomb right in the heart of the globe.
You've got to. This is a test for the United Nations. You are the one who guaranteed the people of Kashmir the right of self-determination. They are suffering because of that. And this is the time. This is the time not to appease like in 1939 appeasement took place. This is the time to take action. And number one action must be that India must lift this inhuman curfew.
On the other hand, organizations like FATF are still pursuing their political objective in the direction of the US and India. There was a time when the Financial Action Task Force, FATF, had a significant place in the world in terms of remittances to terrorists and money laundering buyers. But FATF's attitude towards Pakistan has become clear. This forum is now more of a political forum than the corrective organization responsible for twisting arms of the nation, standing with the truth and freedom of mankind. With this change in the complexion of FATF, Pakistan must weigh its option other than this politically guarded organization serving the political aims of regional and superpowers. But now Pakistan has decided with its friendly countries whether this forum should be given any more importance or not. Here is something which FATF must know. According to a report in 2019 by the American Drug Enforcement Agency, DEA, a huge drug trafficking network was operating in the United States from India. The network was run by Vicky Goswami, the husband of Mamta Kulkarni, the heroine of film industry in the 90s era.
अगर फिर से आपने उस तोताराम के बेटे बगलानाथ की बात की तो मैं फिर भाग जाऊंगी और इस बार मैं घर वापस लौट के कभी नहीं आऊंगी.
Revelations regarding the massive drug haul where Mamta Kulkarni's husband Vicky Goswami has been implicated. According to Paramjeet Singh, Mamta Kulkarni is handling the drug business for her husband Vicky Goswami as he cannot travel internationally.
The report also said that Ali Panjani, a key operative of the group, fled Kenya when he was to be arrested. He came to Mumbai, where the BJP government not only gave him asylum but also denied that any other country was involved in it. The question is whether Financial Action Task Force FATF is not looking at the Indian government-led drug cartel. On March 3, 2012, the entire Indian media reported that when the police raided the house of BJP local leader Satish Nagar under the intense pressure from the opposition party Congress, over $1 million worth of drugs were recovered from his house that belonged to the same network mentioned by the American Drug Enforcement Agency in its report. But the whole case disappeared in such a way that no one knows about it. The FATF does not see how the BJP government in India is involved in drug trafficking all over the world.
25 film personalities have been named by the alleged drug peddlers, those who have been arrested by the NCB. Now, the NCB is preparing a dossier with the names of 25 Bollywood celebrities who have links to the drug peddlers who have been held so far.
And how the money earned from this smuggling can be used against Pakistan through TTP and the BLA. Another example, the Sinaloa cartel is the world's most powerful drug mafia, which according to the US Attorney General's report, smuggled more than 200 tons of dangerous drugs across the United States from 1990 to 2008.
He was the world's most wanted drug trafficker. For decades, the ruthless Joaquim El Chapo Guzman destroyed millions of lives and reaped billions of dollars.
He assassinated every American politician or security agency official who came in his way. It is said that the big American politicians are behind the Sinaloa cartel, which is why this cartel is still not only active in the United States, but also the most powerful cartel. One of the cartel's most important operatives, Zambada, was arrested in the police encounter in Mexico in 2008 and was immediately shifted to the United States.
In the El Chapo trial, Vicente Zambada, the son of El Chapo's partner Ismael Zambada, took the stand. Vicente was set to be the heir to the Sinaloa cartel before his arrest and extradition. Zambada confirmed what previous witnesses testified, including corruption.
Under such circumstances, it seemed that Zambada might be killed to get out of the way. But he had a huge amount of cartels which were spread all over the world through the Indian drug mafia. In search of this money, this worst killer and the drug lord is released from the economic sanctions on May 13, 2012. Doesn't the FATF see all this? A whole network of thieves and drug mafia is being run from the United States to India. Millions of dollars are shifted from one country to another every day, but FATF sees only Pakistan. Pakistan is the world's only country that has made the most sacrifices against terrorism. Pakistan has repeatedly come forward with solid evidence of the Indian terrorism, but despite all this, the biased attitude of the institutions like FATF shows that the forum like FATF have lost not only their usefulness, but are also trapped in the clutches of international lobbies. FATF has to maintain its credibility through taking immediate steps to curb terrorist and drug mafia funding from India.